Hey guys, Georgie Garcia here. Happy, what is it? Today's Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to lose track of time because of the holiday weekend, right? So, today I want to ask you guys a question. How many times have you not done something because you're afraid of what people are going to think of you? I know that I'm not the only one. And so, let me give you 5 tips on how to stop giving a shit. Seriously. So, if you are popping on, make sure you say hi. Drop a comment below. Let me know you're on. Hey, Anita, thanks for popping on. Let me know you're on. And if you are watching replay, hashtag replay. Can I tell you that so many times we are so worried about what other people are going to think about us. And it could be the fact that we're afraid of looking bad. We're afraid of looking silly. We're afraid that they are just going to laugh at us. They're going to make fun of us. There may be the fact, hey Shirley, thanks for popping on, girl. There may be the case that you're just afraid of failing. And if you try something and when you fail, how are you going to look? And can I tell you, it really doesn't matter because the thing is that whatever it is that you're doing, people aren't paying your bills. 1. 2, they're not going to make your success. And 3, if they're not supporting you, boot them. Who the hell cares, right? Because the thing is that when we give society wants us to obviously look good. That's just social media. That's why I don't even turn on the TV anymore. I don't watch that stuff because it just feeds your mind with negativity. So the thing is that I want to encourage you and give you these 5 tips on how to really stop giving a shit. Because we feed in too much to others and it stops us from our greatness. It stops us from really living the life that we deserve. And it stops us from just basically saying, you know what, I deserve this and I don't care what you think about me. Because this is going to better me. And usually if it's that kind of feeling that you're kind of like, well, what if somebody's going to think bad about me? It's a step that you need to take because it's a step towards greatness. It's a step towards getting better and better, and it's something that is going to change your life. It's a door that has been presented to you for a reason. And you need to learn how to step beyond the barriers and say, you know what, I don't care anymore. So I'm going to give you these 5 fabulous tips on how to stop giving a shit. And so the first one is when you find that you are worried about who is going to say something to you or you're going to look bad, specifically start thinking of names. Who is it that you're thinking of? I want specific names as to who this is. When you do this, you will start realizing that the list gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and maybe it's just this person that really doesn't mean that much to you. And it's like you just made this mountain of I'm going to look bad, but really to who? If the people that love you are not, that truly love you, they're not going to be on that list. Is it going to be that you're afraid of doing a live because you're afraid of what your high school people are going to start thinking about you when they see your videos and they're going to be like, what the hell is this girl doing now? Who cares? You know why? Because eventually you'll pique their curiosity. And eventually they're going to be like, oh, well, she's been doing this quite some time. What's going on? Maybe I should take a look. Maybe I should find out what she's been up to. Because consistency is key. And the thing is that you stepped out of your comfort zone, which is a lot more than other people can say that they do. Because people don't like to step into fear, right? So get me those names, put down those names on a piece of paper and you will find that there's really nobody that really matters on that list, okay? Number 2, identify whose voice it really is that's telling you that you're going to look funny or that you're not going to look good. Because usually it's some voice from the past. Maybe it was something like when I was younger, there was a teacher that was telling me that I was no good at math. And that I was just challenging myself. And so when I got older and I would do like mortgages and I'd be like, this is too complicated for me. I'm like, I can't figure this out. Yes, I could. It was because he told me way back then some limiting baloney belief that really wasn't true. So try to identify whose voice is inside of you, because that voice, especially like say for instance, if you were teased as a child, I was called Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie. And that was like something that a lot of people would say to me as I was younger in elementary school. Can I guarantee you that nobody remembered that but me? So why am I holding on to it? Why would you hold on to something like that? It's so non-significant and it's not serving you right now. So, number 3, don't get defensive as a reflex. Like when someone tells you something, don't automatically get defensive. Maybe there's some positive feedback, excuse me, that someone can give you. I gotta get some water. That someone can give you that, you know, you take someone's advice, you take nuggets of what people are saying. So say, for instance, you're going into a new opportunity and you're presenting it to some people that are in your family or whatever. And they're kind of just like, what is this thing? It's a pyramid scheme. And maybe they've had it, say, have you ever had an experience with one? And they're like, no. Well, then why are you listening to their opinion? Or if you're doing something and somebody gives you some advice, ask them a question before getting so defensive. Why do you feel that way? And if you don't feel that's going to serve your mission on where you're trying to go, then just take it with a grain of salt and run with it and just be like, okay, whatever, that's your opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. It's true. So I'm sorry. I mean, like, this is going to be like a little bit of a tough love type thing, because I think that so many people get stuck when they're not, like, they're just so worried about everybody else, and no one else matters but you. No one else matters but the people that are like in your immediate circle of your family, your friends, you know, the people that you know truly. And if people love you, then they won't be judging you. They'll be supporting you, okay? Number 4, just because someone judges you doesn't mean they're right. You know, like I was just saying before, everybody has opinions, okay? And everybody wants to be the bearer of bad news. We tend to like to focus on the bad rather than the good, and that's just human nature. So, you know, you're focusing so much when someone judges you, it's like, why do you care? You know, take it and say, okay, well, it's an opinion. It doesn't mean that's who you are. You are whoever you say you are. You're not what somebody else told you were. You're whoever you look in the mirror every day and whoever God created you to be. That's who you are. You're not a failure. You're not weak. You're not, I mean, if you just say I'm an overcomer, I'm abundance, I'm love, I'm this, I mean, whatever it is that you're speaking, that's who you are. You're not some guy that flipped you off, you know, at the market because he's having a bad day. You know, you're not some angry, crazy ass woman because, you know, you went off on your kids. No, we're human, you know, whatever the case may be. So number 5 is I want you guys to challenge your beliefs. You know, the thing is that the reason we don't take action is because we want to be perfection. You're usually because you want to be a perfectionist. Like, you don't want to do it unless it can be perfect. You don't want to do it unless you know you can succeed. So stop trying to be a perfectionist at everything. Stop trying to like say, well, if I don't make it to the top at this, I'm going to be no good, because that's not true. Or stop saying, you know, if I don't succeed in this amount of time, that means it's not going to happen. That's a lie, and that's baloney, and whoever told you that lied to you too. I'm sorry. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for popping on. So, you know, I just want to like encourage you guys to really follow these 5 principles on how to stop giving a crap about what other people think about you, because it's not serving you. 1, 2, they're not the ones that's creating your life. And 3, who the hell cares? You know, because it's the thing is that eventually people are going to eventually see you and say, you know what, she went on her mission, she went on her dream, she followed her vision, she followed her destiny, she followed her calling, and you know what? She was actually inspiring. I wish I would have had the balls to do that. Hey, Anita. Thanks, Georgie. Okay, thanks. So you know, she actually had the balls to do that, and that's why most people don't have those kind of balls. They don't. You know why? Because they're stuck with so worried about what other people are going to think about them that stops them from their greatness. It stops them from going to where they want in their life. And can I tell you, you're better than that. Just saying. So with that said, I hope you guys found value in that. If you did, let me know. Hit like, sharing's caring, drop me a comment. And if you're watching the replay, #replay. And if you want access to my free ebook download, the 5 Tips to Extraordinary Living, I will drop it in the links below. And you'll also get access to my private community, which is the Empowering Women Success Tribe, with tips and tricks on how to grow online from all the training that I have learned, and we just want to give it to you guys. So with that said, I hope you guys have a rockin' rest of the week, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.